Hello and welcome back to another episode of Big Red Doors, our video teaching series here at St. Mark's on the campus Episcopal Church in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm Taylor Sullivan, one of our student workers, our videographer, and I'm joined here with Father Robert Magola, our new rector here at the church. We've been graciously assisted by Father Chuck Peak over this interim period for almost a year now, while we were seeking out someone that could fill the role permanently for us. And although you've been here for 3 months now, and have really set created your standing here at the church, set out on some missions, some new improvements and steps forward for us. This last week, we talked a little about with current, former, and students that are just setting out on their journeys in college and into their futures as adults and what they'll do in the world and for the church. So I find it only fitting that we talk with you about what the future of St. Mark's is as our new priest.
Thank you. I'm so glad to talk with you all here at St. Mark's on the campus. Thank you for tuning in and for listening to this conversation. My name is Robert Magola, as I've just been introduced by Taylor, and I'm so glad to be at St. Mark's. I love this place. I love the combination of pastoral care, pastoral work as a parish priest, as well as education, academics. I love this combination. It's a great thing. So your question was about the future of the church?
Yeah.
The future of this church, I believe my coming here has two main facets. The one facet is to help us to thrive internally, to have a robust, wonderful existence together, ministering together and working in the presence of God, because we have a relationship with God, the vertical. That relationship with God is so important, but also again internally, working with one another. I'd like us to have wonderful relationships, so we will be working together to see that everybody is working well with one another, and as well as learning more from God and receiving ministry from the Lord and studying the Word and praying and experiencing God's goodness. So that's the first facet. The second facet is to have a good impact on the community in which we are, so that we are sending out good experiences to people, serving the community in different ways. So two different aspects of my ministry here.
And you've already gotten those rolling with bringing in some new people, setting out some new ideas. I mean, even just the sanctuary itself, we've been having a lot of improvements done to the building itself here over the last few months. And you've been helping to lead those and get those rolling, and boy, is it looking beautiful already.
That's good.
We spoke briefly before this over lunch about your background, and I can't help but feel that those assets, those missions that you feel called to are directly related to your background. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, sure.
How do you think that's come about with your background? What is that?
So I come from the beautiful country called Uganda in East Africa. My dad was a priest in the Anglican Church, and my grandfather was a priest also in the Anglican Church. So I grew up in a Christian household. That's a big part of my heritage. I grew up in the East African Revival, and those of you who know the East African Revival, we sang Tuko Tendereza all the time. And we prayed a lot, we studied the Bible and things like that. And so this is where I'm coming from. But now I've been growing more and more in knowing God and in pastoral care and loving God's people. And so I've learned to receive people wherever they are, wherever I find them on their journey with the Lord. And my joy is to see that I bring them a little bit closer to Jesus. So if they're 5 miles away from Jesus, if we can go like half a mile, that's great. If they're like
every step.
Yeah, wherever they are, I want us to keep moving towards the Lord. So if they let me, I will do it.
And as those of you who have seen our videos leading up to now, you've seen the diversity of our congregation and a variety of our missions that we seek out to do in the Lincoln area, and that vision resonates heavily with the heart of this church. So it works very well to have you here, and we have enjoyed you very much.
Thank you.
We've seen a few of your ideas started so far. What are some of those plans you have for the future of this congregation?
So one of the most important things that I would like to see is college outreach. We're here on the campus, St. Mark's on the campus. So we don't want just to have the physical presence here. We want to be involved in the college setting. And so starting in the fall season of 2021, this year, I'd like us to be more involved with the students, welcome them, and spend time with them. If for those who are interested, we'll do Bible study, we'll do discussions, but also we want them to be part of our reaching out. First of all, here, they can help with our food pantry, or various things that we do to serve the community. We'll do a regional outreach as well, where we go with some students and members of the church to go regionally away from here, from Lincoln. But then eventually we want to go with an international, just to do a mission out there. When we come back, we'll always evaluate and say, so what did we learn there? And how did it impact us? And what can we do next time? Wow, how should we improve this? Or how should we not do whatever? So we'll be learning so much.
So you're wanting to implement the ability to follow those two great commissions that we find. To just start locally, start in Jerusalem, and move out
Yes.
into our communities in the world, the rest of the Samaria.
Yes, yes.
That's amazing, and something I've been wanting to see happen around here for quite a while. So thank you for that.
My pleasure.
Here in the coming weeks, we'll learn more about the college ministry, college outreach, what it's like to be a college student in the modern age, and especially one working to shape what faith is for them. So please tune in over the next few weeks, the next coming months, for Big Red Doors as we delve into these more connective and applicable topics to you and those around you. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you next week.
Blessings to you.